this is our elevator roller insert system, or ERIS as we call it. These are inserts that can be retrofitted into stand elevators to allow the tubulars to spin inside the elevator instead of having to have the elevator itself rotate. These, what's next?
They can come in a beveled or a straight.
Yeah, we can fit these to essentially any connection. The 18 degree, 12 degree, or 5 degree beveled, or a collar TNC connection. We can match any size tubing from 2 3/8 up to large size casings. Actually, probably up to 30-inch casings. The insert is made up of several rollers. These, that's okay. That's my son, you can holler at him. Okay, so the ERIS is made up of several rollers. Of course, you have the insert component that is inserted into the elevator. Then we have these upper rollers, which are the weight-bearing rollers that bear the weight, and each roller can handle how much? I don't remember now.
What's that?
How much each roller can handle?
Oh,
Man, I'd be lying.
it's about 1,500 pounds.
No, it's more than that. Anyhow, I don't know. I want to try to get the weight in there, but the setup of these rollers can handle 6,000 pounds. And we've done tests with these at 6,000 pounds, and we get around 40 pounds of torque on our elevator rotating it at 6,000 pounds.
Been accidentally pulled to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, just say it, man.
Huh? They've actually been accidentally pulled to 20,000 and held well.
Yeah,
No problem.
20,000 pounds. Again, this is a standard roller for a collar connection. And then we have a different style roller for our beveled connections. Right, which is this insert here is, again, our beveled insert. And the rollers, of course, go in there. And this angle matches the angle on the connection, whichever angle, that's required. These down here are our smaller guide rollers. Okay. These smaller rollers here at the bottom are our guide rollers. This is an example of one right here, small rollers. Their purpose is simply to keep the pipe centered in the die set so it just doesn't walk around. What else we had to say?
I mean, we could spin them, and it
We're
usually
talking
takes
about
about
the stand elevator.
usually takes about 50 pounds of torque to spin
I said that.
6,000 pounds.
I said that, 40, it's about 40
About
pounds.
40.
You want to talk about the,
Yeah, so this was developed to simplify running tubing. It's kind of how we started. If you've been on the rig floor and you've watched tubing being made up, especially with a single joint, you've probably witnessed 3 or 4 guys with either strap wrenches or chain straps walking around the rotary. Because of this almost frictionless system, 2 or 3 of those guys can go away. So you just reduce your personnel exposure down to 1 man being able to walk this in place. Where do you need me to pick up from? Okay, so this, if you've been on the rig floor and watched tubing being made up, you've seen 2, 3, sometimes 4 guys with chain straps or strap wrenches making pipe up before the tongs come on to finish the job. This is an almost frictionless system that reduces the need for personnel down to 1. And that's kind of how we started. What you see here with the Eris is phase 1 of a bigger scope of work. Here at Spoke, we have already conceptualized and designed a compensating stand elevator where you could run doubles, triples, or quads, compensate really as much as you desire. Practically, you do 2-3 inch worth of compensation, but because it's an independent system, our rams probably can compensate up to 6 to 10 inches if required. With the Eris and our compensating stand elevator, you've just eliminated swivels, cables, extra set of bells, lots of equipment, which is going to reduce your height of rig up probably 20 feet. You probably go from 20 to 30 feet rig up down to 4, if you will. Man and a monkey board, probably not required as much as before.
Right.
Number of people around the rotary, significantly reduced. Rig up time, significantly reduced. Equipment on rent, significantly reduced. It's a more efficient system. Rolling out the stand elevator with the Eris implemented as phase 2. Phase 3, we essentially want to take over the world. So we're going to increase the size of that stand elevator to handle between 2 and 3 million pounds. Basically retrofitting existing deep water rigs with our elevator and outfitting new gen rigs being released with our elevator. It'll be a plug and play system as far as hydraulics are concerned. We'll probably have to bring someone in to assist with a little bit of integrating it into iron roughneck systems and driller shacks and things like that. But for the most part, the hydraulic ports will be there to plug in and operate, tilt, compensate, allow free spinning, et cetera, et cetera. And that's where we're taking this to. This has been proven. It's been run for a few years already. It's a solid piece of kit. It works seamlessly with existing tubular runner service companies' equipment. They can service it on location, although we'd much rather them to run through the hours and just send in the adapters for us to make the swap so we can service them in here in the shop. But they can be serviced on location as well.